let me come to you, because, we've been a more cynical channel when it comes to the crackdown on corruption, whether it is, without bias, etc., etc. So today the Supreme Court, of course, has come out and said that, look, take this away. This is not the forum. Neither do you have specific instances, and the BJP is feeling quite thrilled and elated, and it has a reason to do so because it has been maligned to quite an extent by these opposition parties. Now, what do you make, first of all, of the Supreme Court's order?
Good evening, Rahul. Look, you being self-denigrating as usual. You're not being cynical, you being objective, and that is what makes you one of the best anchors on Indian television. No.
Thank you.
But coming back to this, look, normally one uses the proverb, an apple never falls far from the tree in a negative way. But in the case of Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani, I want to use it in a positive, laudatory manner. He has made, as usual, some brilliant points. So let me, as you said, the layman, the common man, put forth my views on this. Absolutely. This petition was frivolous and ridiculous to begin with, and it saves the reputation of the Supreme Court that it threw this out, this malified petition, revealing why the opposition doesn't petition the Supreme Court to make the investigative agencies independent. Because they also want to use them as parrots when they come to power. Rather than saying the Supreme Court demanding that they be made independent, they are using this, peddling this thing that look, they've been. So look, it is not a question of misusing the investigative agencies. The conviction rate of CBI is upwards of 70%. So we can't say they aren't doing their job of nabbing the corrupt. That is being used properly. It is a question of using them selectively. So not misusing them, but using them selectively. And here, yes, there is a point, because as your research has shown, 95% of those who've been raided in the last 8 years are non-BJP politicians. And because of which the tragedy is that every CBI or ED raid carries the baggage of being politically motivated, even if it is not, because number one, the investigative agencies, let's be very honest, are not apolitical or independent. They remain parrots. And when you domesticate a parrot, it finds its favorite shoulder, and right now the shoulder is of Modi. And number two, if the raided are politicians, they simply are joining the BJP. From Goa to Manipur to Bengal to Karnataka, every single politician, when in trouble, has dipped himself into this Bahti Ganga, that is the BJP. And then miraculously, all leads go cold. All investigations come to a dead end. That the CBI, IT, ED agencies are the most potent weapon in a politician's hand is not a conspiratorial cynicism, Rahul, but a statement based on precedents. Remember, it was the BJP that staged a nationwide protest in May 2010, crying that the UPA was misusing the CBI to blackmail opposition leaders to toe the line on budget proposals. In September 2013, the late Mr. Jaitley complained to PM Manmohan Singh that the CBI was being misused to frame Modi and Shah. So according to the BJP, the investigative agencies were being misused by the Congress, but they aren't being misused by the BJP now. Remember in 2008, when the left withdrew its support to the UPA, the CBI withdrew its case against Mulayam Singh, who then supported the UPA. And then a year later, they promptly readmitted the case. Enter the NDA, and the parrot remained the parrot, just that the shoulders changed. Now, just 30 seconds, since 2014, don't we know that on the eve of almost every state election or a floor test, the CBI raids materialize magically in Haryana, in Uttarakhand, in Odisha. But the crown of thorns is worn by the SP and BSP. It is almost as though they are ping pong balls in a table tennis match between the Congress and the BJP. Rahul, just 10 seconds. The incontrovertible fact is that in this country, unfortunately, you can fool all of the people all of the time.